Hello everybody, today's going to be a get ready with me. I have my retainers in, so probably my speech is not the greatest. Today's not going to be anything about makeup, it's just going to be a get ready with me. I wanted to talk to you guys about, wanted to go on into some more MS stuff because I'm finding that this is where my passion probably is a lot more than anything. So I think with that, what I really want to say is that there is so much that goes on in our world when it comes to having a disease and the changes that you have to modify or the changes that we make for our families. And I think what I'm going to do in the future is do a little bit more research when it comes to the disease modifying therapies. And again, disease modifying therapy, there is no cure. There is not one on the horizon. There won't be, possibly even in our lifetime. So I guess that being realistic about any therapies that we might have, you guys, is something that is necessary. So with that, I think it would be best to just go ahead and describe what the last week has been like. I have been kind of MIA for a little bit because I just have not been feeling well. Again, the steroids, they make a big difference in my world. The Ocrevus does not, and I think a lot of people have a hard time with that. That they think is going to be their disease modifying therapy, but it doesn't end up being that. It ends up being some of the side effects from the additional medications that they want us to take when it comes to that. Now today also is going to be my put my makeup away day. I am getting ready for work, but it is going to be kind of a decluttering for the moment because we have a celebration coming up on Thursday. And I'm looking really forward to that because Hunter's sister is graduating from college. She did it in 3 years and I'm really, really proud of her. She's worked very hard for that. I know exactly what it's like to work so hard for something that you just really, really want. And I'm so proud of Kara. So good for you, Kara. I'm really proud of you. I know we all are. So we're looking forward to Thursday. Again, with this disease, there is so much that is changing in your world. Your body's changing, your attitude's changing. There's a lot that you really need to focus on. You need to notice what's going on in your body and the strange things that happen. Now, if it's something you can live with, do you need to tell your doctor about it? Probably not. Is it something that you can tolerate? Then I wouldn't fuss over it. If it becomes a deterrent or something that is a challenge for you, i.e. your balance or your speech, and like I said, this is because of my retainer. Can't be anything else, and it won't be anything else but my retainers. Again, I have a tooth that's moving. I've paid for these teeth twice, and I'm certainly not going to screw it up. So, hope my kids are going to take an example from this. Kylie's lost her bottom retainer. She's upset about it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so just getting back to the symptoms of what happens with us, there is a lot of changes that are going on in your body. And you know what? The point of having a disease modifying therapy is just that. It's a disease modifying therapy. It's important to be on one. If you have such low symptoms that you don't need to worry that much about, about being on a therapy, it is just really best to try to get one started. I didn't put my towel on very well. Let's just do this. Let's get rid of that. I know I'm not the glamorous one. It's just important to know that a disease modifying therapy is just that. And you know what? You can actually change your outcome. And you might be able to modify the way the disease is taking its toll on your body. Now, I'm not going to lie to anybody. It's exactly what it's doing. It's taking its toll on your body. I try to be positive and state that I'm going to fight with all I have to make sure that I'm here for a really long time, that I'm here for everybody, that I want to be here for everybody, and that I'm here to make a huge difference in this disease. I want more and more from myself all the time, and I think sometimes I back myself into a corner. I have had questions, and some people have asked me, how do you still work? How is that, how is that going for you? I think it is going okay. I do worry about the impact that it's making on my body. There are some days when I crawl out of bed and I'm thinking, you know what, I just can't function today. And I don't want to function today. And I you know, I try to push forward through that. On a day where I feel really horrible, which there are a few, and lately because of the steroids, I have had issues, and I'm not a fan. And for me, it's like admitting defeat. I don't know if I've ever talked about that on my channel before, but admitting defeat is something I don't do well, and I don't want to do well. I want to be able to always fight to my very last breath. And I call it that a lot, but I want to give this disease a run for its money. What else can I say? I want to be able to be here for a lot of people, because there's so many challenges and people are so afraid that they are going to die, or that it will be something that will make a huge difference and they're going to be in a wheelchair in a very short amount of time, or on a walker, or have to have help at home with their bathroom, you know, responsibilities. And there, yes, I'm not going to lie, there are some times when that really does happen. I'm certainly not going to lie. There are some people that unfortunately are having to deal with that part of the disease a lot faster. And you know what that means? That just means that we need to work harder for a cure. Again, the disease modifying therapies are something that is a huge difference in the world, but in the steps to finding a cure, there has to be these changes. And you know what, in the world that we live in now, we do live in an amazing world, and it is so important for us to make sure that we understand that we have that right, that choice. We can make the difference, and that's the most important piece. So with that, I'm just going to finish up getting ready for work. Again, I'm kind of sorry that I'm just kind of brushing through here, trying to get ready for work. So leave me your comments, your questions, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think. And, you know, about this thing. I know that there's so many people out there that are just scared, and they're petrified, and they're just not sure how to deal with it. And in my experience, hold on. In my experience is what gives you the right to tell people that you're going to be okay. And in a couple months, it'll be 18 years for me. And after Kylie turns 19, I was diagnosed 4 months after she was born, and that was kind of devastating for me, and devastating for my family, and it made a huge difference in the way that I saw the world. I know that for sure. So there is a lot that I get emotional about when it comes to that. And I feel kind of silly having to deal with that, but I'm not exactly sure how to deal with it, I guess. And I want the world to know that there are days when even those of us that want to do everything and fix the world, when we have doubts. I don't think that God didn't have doubts. I wonder if Jesus had doubts. I think about that every day as well. And that means a lot to me. I can't tell you that I know that God did have doubts. I don't think God would have doubts, but if Jesus had doubts. So that to me is what's important. I want to make sure that I can be here for so many people, and that's what keeps me going. And you know what, if that's what keeps me going, then there has to be something that you guys all deal with to keep you going as well. So again, I think this week I'm looking forward to kind of getting back into a normal routine. I've had to take a couple days off work, and I don't take that very kindly. I think that I'm wasting time, and that frustrates me immensely. And I feel like I can't be responsible to my team or what is important, but I also know that at my work, that place is going to be there no matter what. And they know that it's going to go on no matter what, and that is important. I have to remember that I have to take care of me, and this new infusion, I think I'm just a little bit too far out. So I was a month and a half out from the new infusion, and I know it starts to take its toll on the body. So getting some new blood work done and talking to the neurologist about it. Things are going to be okay. I know they are. I have faith, and we'll definitely see what happens next week. So I technically am about, I think, 2 weeks out from my Ocrevus now, or maybe a week. Yeah, no, 2 weeks. And the steroids are finally starting to wear off, and I feel much better. My body is back to functioning more normal, and I like that a lot. And I feel like I'm able to function like if now is the time when I start to know that it's not the steroids. If something is really wrong, then I know that what I need to do is talk with the doctor and get with him and figure out what it could be, because what is important is making sure that you keep in close contact with your doctor and that you have a good working relationship against your disease together. And I do. I have excellent doctors that I love and that I wouldn't trade for the world, no matter how bad it gets. Yeah. So just kind of letting you guys know what's up. Again, I'm 2 weeks out, and I'm sorry about the lack of time that I was able to film and stuff. I just was feeling so bad, and from the steroids, and I wasn't happy about the way I was feeling, so that just makes it hard for me to get in here and film. I want you guys to see the positive Tracy and the one that works with everything and the one who looks like she can do anything and save the world. Well, you know what? I can't. And I don't like that fact. I don't like that I can't save the world as much as I want to. And I want just more. So don't let anyone deter you. It's you, your space, and in your mind exactly how you want to work it. So just don't forget that. Anyway, just want to let you guys know the one thing that I thought about last night was a life quote, and I'm thinking about a new tattoo when it comes to that. You know, there's just so many things that happen in this world that it's so important for us to make a dent in the way that we feel about ourselves, and a lot of that is just it's self everything. You have to make sure that you understand where your life is and what it's doing at the time. So again, with that, I just want to just wanted to check in, let you guys know that I really want you to stay healthy, and rely on me if you need anything. Let me know if there's anything you guys need. I know that even having someone else to talk to all the time is something that really helps out a lot. So let's just stay together as a huge community, and let's get this done. We are going to kill this disease at some point in time. Anyway, until next time, hoping to see you guys soon. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, leave any comments or questions, hit the bell so you know when I upload a new video, and then we'll definitely see you soon. You guys stay healthy.